Hi, good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, welcome to another series of Life as It Is. Yeah, I know you missed me. I missed you too. Yep. Anyway, guys, I was out for a little while. Yep. Working really hard. I tell you, the work came down on me. But I pushed through in Jesus' name. Is there any other name but the name of Jesus? Yes, I pushed through. It was really a tough. We're coming down to the end of the second. It was really a tough. Let me say the second semester was actually the tough semester. The first semester, not bad. The subject areas were very good, comprehensive. They were just everything. We learned a lot when it came to knowledge, when it came to everything was just there. But the second semester, sometimes I wonder if those topics are even necessary. Because when I let me go into the bigger school now, I am not even going to use half of those things. But the only thing is that it helps you to be more aware. It helps you to be more intellectual, and it helps you to be more knowledgeable, which is that's our reason for actually going out there to get this upper education, right? So yeah, it was a really tough semester. I kept my 3 point had GPA. It was at 3.4. So I kept it. I was actually thinking it would have gone down because, as I said, it was a tough semester, and one of my grades was way down. I had to call the lecturer and ask her, what happened here? Did you read my thing or did you just grade it? Because sometimes I wonder if they really read through 30 odd, 50 odd, 60 odd. I wonder if they really read through all of those things, all of those paper, all of those researches. I wonder sometimes. I'm wondering if some people just give you a grade because, yeah, they read the introduction, and probably sometimes the introduction is not even written as much as the body of the work, you know, and you just give a grade. I was really, really disappointed about that subject core. I was just disappointed. And I thought I did my best. When it comes on to writing and language, I am an A student, right? I'm an A student. Literature, grade 1. CXC, grade 2. And I even went back and did a GCE, grade B, right? For language arts. So when it comes on to writing, I have no problem in that area. But for some reason, and this is not a first off case, this is the second time I've had this person, and this is the same grade. It's like, hey, what is it that you are seeing that I am not seeing? Make the corrections then and let me know. But you just diving my grades down in the ocean bottom doesn't work for me, because I know how hard I work as a student to get where I want to be. Anyway, it did not prevent me from keeping. I actually went to 3.5 in my GPA, which I am very happy. I held on. I was actually looking for a 3.6. And then I knew that after the semester, I would try and hit the 3.7, because I actually wanted to be on that awards list for next year or this year. Not sure when it is or when was the other, but I wanted to be on that awards list. But as I always say, with God, all things are possible. I don't let nobody, no one keep me down, right? Might be upset for a little while and go on with myself. I don't know, I have to go on with myself. But after that, phenomenal woman. Can't keep me down at no time. Yeah. Yes, so that was second semester. Second semester, not bad at all. No, this third semester, mm, 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 I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the subject course. I got back the same lady, but I'm not gonna let her deter me, none at all. But subject course are very interesting. Creative writing, um, HFLE, um, ICT, information technology, and upper curriculum for primary school or primary education, something like that. Very interesting. The lecturers for the new ones, that is awesome. Thumbs up to them. It's the classes are exciting. It's just a different feeling from the second semester. This third semester is great. Other great thing about this semester, we have no exams. Why? Listen to me. Exams. Listen to me. When we heard it didn't have any exams, it was just a whole different world of excitement. Because ain't nobody have no time to be studying now at this time. No, sir. It's summer now. People want to enjoy themselves. Or even though I'm still at summer school, teaching summer school, which I do every year. But, yeah, coming down nicely. The other nice thing is that we will end early this semester. Last year we went way down into August. I was like, so wait, we not get no summer. This is what they call part time. No summer. But anyway, it was good to know that at the end of July, classes this semester will be over. And guess what happened now? September, God's Peer Life, Medea, Medea. Third year, here I come. You see how time fly? Even my own friends ask me sometimes when I go to work, third year already? They not just start. That is how time will leave us behind. Time wait on no man. This is a serious phrase. 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 Yes, phrase. Time wait on no man. When I tell you, when you think about it, even this very second I'm here on this vlog, I will not get back this time again to talk again. I might speak over what I did or what I said here today, but I will never get this time again. You know why? Time wait on no man. This very hour here, whatever time it is right now and this day, time will not come back. This day will never come back again. It is past and gone. And that is how time pass some of us by. When we look, teenager years catch us up. Then our 20s catch us up. Then our 30s catch us up. And we wonder what we did with our lives. Then our 40s catch us up. Then our 50s catch us up. And we wonder, what in Jesus' name did I do with 50 years of my life? And then 60 catch us up, and 70 catch us up, and we can't hardly go anymore. And that is why the saying always say, labor for learning before you grow old. Because when you old, you will learn. You learn every day. But the brain is not so susceptible for learning. It is not so young, fresh, and gravitate to everything. Because remember, from 0 to 8, the sponge, the brain is like a sponge, so it sucks up everything around. I can tell you that a child of 8 years old whose brain has been stimulated can run the world. No joke about that. Remember that young king in the Bible? So it's possible to do anything by the time you reach 8 years old, because the brain then is like a sponge. after that, the brain, it goes on, but it takes some time to get where you would have actually been if you were that younger age, right? Hats off to people who are 70 and 65 and 50 who I see graduating colleges, and um, hats off to you, hats off to you, because this is hard work, so hats off to you and for your young brains, you know. Yep. So, September, third year, here I come. Phenomenal woman. And that is why I always encourage the young people. You see, all of the time you spend on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, you sit down and watch all of the rich people, let me know. You know why rich yourself too? I want to be rich. I want to take vacations. I want to go on boat rides and boat trips, landing in this island and that island, that island. I would like a nice four-wheel drive. It don't have to be none exotic. We just want to ensure seminar if you got mechanic every minute. It works for me, right? I would like three more houses where I can rent out or I can do my events or whatever. I have dreams too, like everybody else. And you are to maintain your dreams. Remember when you were a child and teacher asked you, what is it that you want to become today? And some of us will say, I want to be a lawyer. And we always say the doctors, and you could have name out every intellect there is, every high class professionalism. What happened to that dream? What happened to their dream? How have you forgotten your dream? You have to put down your foot sometimes. I said, dream, where are you? Come back and try and snatch it up and keep it in your eyesight. Keep it focused. You know, when them put the blinders, them pan ask them when them are run, put your dream in there, so no watch nobody face. So the only thing you're supposed to be watching is your finances, because it's very hard. You have dreams and it's hard to cover dreams without money. But you know what I always say? 1,000 miles begin with a simple step. Take one step forward. I know people who have been to college, drop out for third year. I've never been back to 10 years. Now they finish and gone and don't remember, so then they drop out and come back 10 years later. That is just how life is. But you have to have the ambition to know this is what I want and push forward to it. Right? You can still dream with 10 and 15 children same way. While you are helping them, you help yourself too. Because what is it that you're going to tell them when they elevate themselves and they're looking to you to help them with certain things and you don't know? Right? As I will encourage all women, all young men, all young women, as I said in one of my vlogs, education does not stop at high school. I don't know why when people feel like them done high school, that is it for them. And then nobody want to do nothing else. Foolishness. Alas, you lose your goal, you lose your sight of where you did want to be. Excellence must always be your hallmark. Get up out of the rut you're in. They have a term I learned in college. Persons who know the right, but then just can't bother to get up. You have to bother. I remember a lady doing a vlog the other day and she was saying, life might knock you down twice, but you have to show up. You don't feel like to show up. When me then my stress, me now I show up for nobody or do nothing at all. Me have too much things for my mind I go you know. You don't want to go to the PTA. You don't want to, you have somebody waiting and you don't want to go out. You just want to stay in a little corner and just think about life. Because life knock you down in the corner, it's like you're stuck in there. But you have to come out. The term I was trying to remember was learned helplessness. Look it up. Learned helplessness. That was the term I learned in college. You know the right thing to do, but for some reason you are stuck in that corner. Get up. Get up. Whatever it takes to drag you out of the corner, dear. Crawl on your knee and get up. Maybe you don't have the energy if you get up and stand up. Crawl on your knees and come out of the rut. But don't sit down and say, life never treat me good and me just give up. So no, on a time to give up now. No, honor. It is just time now to move forward. Especially in this a third world country where we live. We can hardly find food to eat. Hardly find work to. Hey? But you're going to give up? You can't give up. How you gonna give up? What example will you show your children? Eh? When them said to you, Mommy, why you never done high school? Mommy, you never got college? What is it that you're going to say to them? My son, life never treat me good enough, so this is where I am now. No, you can't tell them that. With them a prime pitney where we have nowadays, now them a modern pitney, that is not the answer. And then again, you have to set the example too. Be a role model. Set the example. Don't make life lick you down and you sit down there and you say, Lord Jesus Christ, my poor mother. They watch us, then watch. So we have to get out there. Young people, education doesn't stop at high school. They get a working at the China, you're stuck there, so 15, 20 years can't move. No. How many of you spend 5 years in high school and don't come out with one CXC? Go back and get even maths and English. And some of you have this dirty habit. You say, oh, me not like maths. Me not like maths. It's not like you don't like the maths. You did not put any interest in the maths. And I must be fair on the other side. Sometimes you don't have no good lecturer. I left the lecturer and go get another lecturer. You know, I figured that the worst if you left high school, you have a choice. So if you see that the one they not teach, if you understand, you go somewhere else. You have all kind of evening class are going right here now. But get the first two important one, mathematics and English language. And you move on from there. I did not do mathematics in high school. When I went, I enjoyed maths in grade 7. In grade 8, beautiful. In grade 9, a part-time the teacher come. In grade 10, teacher come part-time again. When I reached grade level, I hardly saw a teacher. I was like, me not go take my mother money and go pay for sitting where me not get no good learning from. What did I do? I didn't do it. I left it. I did what I got teachers for. History, principle of business, English language, English literature, and accounting. That's what I did because those are the teachers that were here, right? And I got them all and I moved on. But in my mind, I knew I did not have the mathematics. I knew that someday I am going to need that mathematics. What did I do? I went out there, found a Saturday class, and I went to my mathematics class. And when I did it the first year, I got a big old 4, one big failure. But I did not give up. And I had such an encouraging teacher, Mr. Garden. Big up yourself. Yeah, Mr. Garden at the top of man for maths. And he encouraged me and he said, Isa can go again. And when I went, he went back again and I got a 3. This time I passed it. And he said, you can go again and get 2. And I said, no, sir, me good. Why? Me believe in a miracle, but me not think that one day not gonna work for me. So when me do, me say, sir, me will satisfy. Me not too craving. Me only know say pass and all and life is good. And I went back and I got the maths, added to those other 5. So nothing mustn't keep us down, man. We must be encouraged. Look how money you make at the Chinese. That I got sustain a family. You want to go out there and do something. Just use it as a start, but don't get comfortable. Persons get comfortable and never leave. Hey? And those people have no manners. Those Chinese, they talk to people any hour. And you can't tell me nothing because when I was younger, I worked for a friend for 2 days who was sick. And they were so inappropriate. They were so disrespectful. I don't know how someone want to work with them, but me could have never. Anyway, guys, as I'm saying, go out there, man. Remember your dream. Remember what you wanted to be as a child. Hold on to it. Nothing is impossible. I've been on YouTube and I see persons 44, 47, and they want to be doctors, and doctor, me mama, me no know enough. The doctor ain't good doing enough, remember so much parts and so much um medication and so much diagnosis and so much remedy for cure. Them good enough. 7 years is a long years though. It's a long time. Someone there for you remember for your first year, if you remember. When the 7 year done. I respect that profession though. I respect them for who they are. Them determined. Hey, yes. So remember that dream you had, that lifelong dream? Don't give up, man. Push forward. Okay? I'm out. See you later, guys.